Bonjour, bonjour. I know I said I would get the activities to you yesterday, the explanation. I'll do that momentarily, so you have that to look forward to. I wasn't able to do it yesterday because yesterday is when I closed on my house. So I'm now officially a homeowner. That house in Victor is now mine. But it's weird because my friends are renting back from me. That's a thing you can do. So they're not leaving there for another 3 weeks. So they're paying me to stay there. I have the key. The key is mine, but I'm not living there. So it'll be more exciting 3 weeks from now, but you can probably tell I'm pretty psyched. All right, let's look at the activities that you guys are going to do for this packet. Le vocabulaire. All these activities are pretty self-explanatory. I don't feel that I have to go through them. So we're gonna skip the vocab and go on to the grammar, which is les verbes réfléchis. You may recall that reflexive verbs, when you see a reflexive verb in the dictionary, it's gonna have se in front of it. So for example, se coucher means to go to bed. D'accord? Not only do you have to know that you conjugate the verb, but you also have to make the pronoun agree, the reflexive or the reflexive pronoun. D'accord? So you've got, for example, to say I go to bed, je me couche. D'accord? You go to bed, tu te couches. I'm not going to write all these out because this is review. Il se couche, nous nous couchons, vous vous couchez, and il se couche, or elle se couche. D'accord? On se couche with the on form. The first activity is listening, so we'll skip that. I'll try and post the listening later. The second activity is basically just recognizing the vocab, so I don't have to go through that with you. Just as you're going over it, review your agreement. Tu te rases, je me réveille. But those are even so pretty easy. Activité K, you have les habitudes et les professions. You're going to complete these sentences with the present tense. So this one's going to be very easy. You're looking at vocab and conjugation and agreement. 3 things. All right. So un chirurgien, chirurgien, that means surgeon. We want to say either he cuts or washes les mains avant une opération. Cuts or washes hands. D'accord? So since it's the third person here, il will use se, and then I'm going to say he washes his hands because I'm not a psychopath. Un that really is a hard word to say. Try it a few times. Chirurgien, chirurgien, chirurgien. Yeah, you say it too. It's a difficult one. All right, bon. Activité L et M. Those are listening, so we'll do those later. Now, for activité N, qui parle, who is talking? These are Laurent. Now, these are all sentences in the past tense. So what you have to remember with reflexive verbs, like se coucher, if you put it in the past tense, just like with any verb in the past tense, you need a helping verb. If you've got a reflexive verb, you use as your helping verb être. So to say, I went to bed, je me suis couché. D'accord? That's all well and dandy if you're me, but if you're Miss Steckel, she wouldn't say je me suis couché like this. She would say je me suis couché like that. And you add an E. D'accord? So you will know in writing, you should know in writing, whether or not the subject is masculine or feminine just by looking at the past participle. In most cases. Now, there's an exception we'll talk about momentarily. So, you have ce matin, je me suis levé immédiatement. Levé, notice, is your past participle after je me suis. D'accord? There is no E. So, is it Lise or Laurent talking? Well, Laurent is a guy's name. Or I guess we would say Lawrence in English. Bon, let's look at activité O. La matinée de Stéphane et de Mariam. Complete the description of how Stéphane spent yesterday morning. This is asking you to use the past tense. So you'll say things like, je me suis couché. D'accord? Je me suis levé. D'accord? Do your best with the vocab. Some of these blanks are more obvious than others. Others you may have to just figure out, or the rest of them you may just have to figure out by process of elimination, which is one of your greatest test-taking strategies anyway. So good time to practice it. There you go. P is pretty easy, so I'm not going to explain it. You still do have to do it though. Okay. All right. Activité T. Am I skipping one? P does not go to T. P goes to... Oh. All right. Activité O, les activités. Complete these sentences about student activities at a boarding house. Okay, so great. You have Cara se maquiller. Now, Cara looks like a girl's name. Would you not agree? The answer is yes, I agree. Cara se maquiller. However, you notice that there's no E on the end. When does that happen? This is the exception that I was talking about before. When does it happen that Cara will not agree, where maquiller will not agree with the subject, with Cara? Well, let's look at the choices. You have either ce matin or les yeux. She either put makeup on this morning or on her eyes. You may recall that if you follow a reflexive verb with the body part, d'accord, you are not going to make the past participle agree. So be aware of that rule. That's another rule. Et voilà. Activity R is really easy. Just notice that it's in the passé composé. Activité S is listening. Activité T. La petite Mathilde. Mathilde is 5 years old. Decide whether a 5-year-old girl would logically do or not do each activity. It looks like you're putting it in the passé composé as well. So you've got hier Mathilde, yesterday Mathilde, se réveiller, got up, and then you want to say tôt pour aller à l'école. She got up early to go to school. Well, does a little girl do that? Sure. So let's write it in the positive. So hier Mathilde, when we are saying she got up, s'est réveillée, past participle. Mathilde is a female, so make sure this agrees. Hier, Mathilde s'est réveillée tôt pour aller à l'école. And I'm not going to write the rest out right now because I don't want to waste your time. All right. Does a little girl, did this little girl shave her legs? Probably not. So I just want to go over when you have ne pas, what the word order is in the past tense. So we want to say she did not. Elle, of course, goes first. That's your subject. Ne always leads the verb phrase. So after your subject, you're going to have ne. Elle ne sait. And then pas comes after your verb. Être, your helping verb, is your verb. Past participles are not verbs, remember. Elle ne s'est pas rasée. Do I add an E or no E? Well, notice it says les jambes next. So what do you think? You have a body part there, no E. Elle ne s'est pas rasé les jambes. Voilà. Activité U is about you. That'll be easy. You can do that yourself. D'accord? So,
and
voilà.
That is it. I still have not listened to your stories. I'm so sorry. I have been busy with the house. I don't love to give excuses, but I hope you will forgive me and just realize that I'm very excited to look at them. I am. You'll notice that grades went in, so just check. I tried to I think I explained my policy already, so I'm not going to go over that again, but do email me if you have any questions about your grades. Cool. I'll give you some more stuff to do tomorrow. Probably the listening activities to go along with that packet. Et voilà, c'est tout. Donc, au revoir.